What a privilege it is to be here today at Republic Airport with the lead solo pilot, Lieutenant Commander Griffin Stangel of the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. Now, for everybody who's not yet sure what this represents, the very best of the best team. And as you know, in Catholic Health, we do so much of the same principles in terms of crew resource management, patient safety, and making sure that we provide the very best in care. So what was it like coming in today? A little wet, huh?
Yeah, a little wet, a little windy, but you know, the controllers here were great. They gave us everything we needed, and I can't thank them enough for getting us through the weather.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. So what did it mean for you to become a Blue Angel? What inspired you to be a Blue Angel?
So what it means to me to be a Blue Angel is to you know, strive for excellence and always put your best foot forward. And really, it's honestly, it's a humbling experience because you got big shoes to fill for the 78 teams that came before you. So that's always on my mind. I don't want to let those folks down. And you know, it's really just a special moment, especially this weekend, because I was here 2 years ago as the narrator, being able to come back out to Jones Beach for the Bethpage Air Show and be part of this show again. It's really special.
Oh, and it's so special for us to have you here. And so you mentioned teamwork, and that's a lot of what we do at Catholic Health. Talk a little bit about the power of what you guys do. I had the privilege, and I mean it is a privilege, to be down at Pensacola and be in your headquarters and your briefing room. Let's talk about the power of the brief, and probably more importantly, the debrief, what that means for excellence.
Yep, so the teamwork aspect, like you mentioned, is probably second to none. Without teamwork and trust, we can't put on the safe flight demonstration for the American public, and that's our #1 goal. So with the brief, that's really the time to focus. So that's where we get our heads in the game. We kind of shut down all outside distractions, kind of get in our bubble, we kind of say. And from there, it's laser focus for the next hour, hour and a half, until we drop the salute from the walk back.
Amazing.
But as you mentioned, you know, the debrief is where we really build the teamwork, because in that debrief is where we own up to our mistakes, and by doing that, we build the trust amongst each other by calling ourselves out, and then that is the power right there. Being able to call yourself out, build the trust, know your mistakes, acknowledge them, and try to get a little better the next time.
And that speaks to your culture of safety. It's all about the teamwork, and I've had the privilege to see how that works, and the power of saying, hey, look, I missed on this, but I own it, I'm going to fix it, and of course, glad to be here, right?
Absolutely glad to be here, and that's, like you mentioned, owning up to the mistakes, build that trust, create that teamwork environment. It's the best.
And so this is what we're doing in healthcare. We've adopted so many of these principles into our health system, and I know there's a special connection because if I'm correct, you met your wife, right, Jennifer? She's a nurse,
yeah.
Right? So in healthcare, so important that we do these things to make care safer for people. So one last question I have for you.
Absolutely.
And I heard call sign, push pop. Can we talk about that?
I can tell you it was a ice cream eating contest that I won. I did win the contest, but wasn't feeling too hot afterwards. I'll leave it at that.
I can only imagine. Well, listen, I got to tell you, it is so great to have you and the team back here. This is your home. I want you guys to all know this on Long Island, and you're part of our family. So if you'll notice, we actually changed our colors. This is our logo, all right? So I want to give you one of our pins and tell you and the whole team, you're part of the Catholic Health family. So great to have you here.
Thank you, and we're glad to be here.